Welcome to another snowy day in Kyiv. So today, decided to have a few friends over, kind of like a Johnny's back in Kyiv party slash no power party, because we don't know. Oh my god. Look, all of the Jidushkas. They know best, I'm gonna follow them. I should have worn my waterproof boots, but so I don't know if there's gonna be any power. It changes pretty often. But while I think there is, I'm gonna try to go to the supermarket, get some bread and some snacks, and also buy some candles that we use if it's open. But normally that's a huge billboard that's off, but it looks like it's open. Okay, goodbye. Oh my god. Yeah. Elitam, da. Luci. Oh, I just stepped in a huge puddle. Don't go here. It's a puddle. Maybe there. Good luck. Or maybe there. Good luck. Let's see how deep this is. Yeah. Można tam. It's good we have some hard-working women here. Wow. Cleaning up. It's good they're doing this. It's tough for everyone. My foot is already soaking wet, but luckily I have wool socks on, which is soaking my foot from freezing. Well, luckily there's still some electricity inside. So inside the mall, we have electricity, it's warm, it's dry. So good thing all the shops are open. I think this is one of the only escalators that's actually working in the city. Both of them are turned off. And good news is Lux is open. So I'll come here and buy some candles. And then we'll head to the supermarket just here, the Sippo. This one's not working. It's okay, it's short. Alright, so we can get in terms of candles. So all these are LED, which is good for being without power. And we have some scented ones too. I'm happy they still exist, but I think all the cheap candles are probably gone. I think they're normally here. Yep, makes sense. I think those will be the first to go. All right, I got some candle holders, some tea light candles. Tea light candles are pretty cheap. They had a bunch in stock. I think it was 50 for 150 grivna. So it's cheap, but the holders are each 150 grivna. The problem with the electric going out often is you can never really just take your time and relax and enjoy yourself, because you're always afraid the power's gonna go out and you're not gonna be able to finish your shopping. So you always have to rush, which kind of sucks because you want to enjoy yourself when you're shopping. None of these fucking work. What the hell? There we go. Come on. Shouldn't be that hard. Okay, there you go. a sip of guys. Alright. I just finished all my shopping. Got a bunch of stuff. It's snowing. But they cleared all this up already. Very nice. I wonder. Yeah. Maybe this way. Guys, what's crazy is just a few days ago, I was in Greece, in sunny Athens, and I was miserable. I was so depressed and just unhappy. And now I'm in freezing cold Ukraine, and I just caught myself smiling while walking across the street. It's hard to explain, but sunny weather, easy life isn't everything. Sometimes you just have to go where your heart is, you know? For me, it's in Ukraine. I'm gonna meet my friend Andrii. Where can we park? Let's see. It's Andrii! How do you like the snow?
Hey, Johnny.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
How do you like the snow?
Yeah, good.
It's normal for November, like end of November.
Probably last years it was later, maybe in December, and sometimes even till New Year we didn't see the snow. But
Yeah.
this year in November.
I feel like this time it's extra. I don't know. Okay. Maybe it's because I just came from Greece, where it's like plus 25 or 27 and sunny, and it's like such a change.
Yeah.
Or it's because it's cold and there's no electricity. So there's no like at 4 o'clock there's no street lights and it becomes dark. And it feels like more like I don't know, like winter, I guess, more darkness, you know.
Yeah, maybe it's because you came from Greece. I'm here all the time, and for me it's not so cold.
Yeah. Okay. And what about like the darkness? You got used to it?
Yeah, but it's dangerous to drive. I don't like to drive.
I felt so too.
It's fucking dangerous.
Yeah, I felt so too. Like it's like there's no like at least now there's traffic lights, red green lights, but there was no like lights. It's like
the pedestrian without any signs is also dangerous, and without traffic lights they're just crossing the street anywhere.
But okay, we'll be safe.
It's really also very dangerous because of this apples.
Yeah, but you know, living in Ukraine is dangerous. Dangerous, guys.
Yep.
Okay, let's go. All right. So, whoa. It's so warm in my place that you even have your shirt. It's crazy, right?
So I get used to it in my apartment. It was when it was no heating. It was about 19, 20. In your apartment it's warmer.
Probably 22, I think.
Maybe.
So he lives in a new building. How many stories?
16 floors.
Yeah, and it's like the new construction buildings that is so popular with Ukrainians. And the problem with it is everything is reliant on technology.
Yeah.
So when you have no power,
Yeah.
The elevator doesn't work.
Yeah, the waiter doesn't work, and actually at that time.
I'm just gonna get some of the light from the window.
So yeah, electricity doesn't work, internet doesn't work, water supply doesn't work because water pumps using electricity, and also heating doesn't work because it also need pumps.
Or it's electric heater maybe, or what?
No, they have somewhere like power stations, but it also needs some electricity for something. Maybe to pump this water in the for your heating system.
Okay.
Like this.
Okay, so basically you get home, you cannot take the elevator,
Yeah.
so you have to walk.
Yeah.
And some people up to 16 floors.
Yeah, and somebody live on the 20 plus floors. I know.
Okay.
I live at the 13th floors, and for me it's okay.
13?
13.
That's
Yeah.
still crazy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Maybe it's a little bit difficult if you have some luggage from the store.
Or
something.
or
Something
groceries,
heavy,
or baby, or okay. So then you get to your door. You can get inside, but then it's dark. You have no lights.
Yeah, I turn on the candles or some lights.
Okay.
And it's,
Romantic, okay.
Uh-huh.
But you can't cook because you have an electric stovetop, and I think all new buildings have electric, right?
Most of new buildings they have like in Ukraine they have all. If your building is higher 5 or 9 floors, you cannot have gas because it's dangerous from. Because if your building is lower, you can have gas.
Johnny has 4 floors. I'm able to cook my salo here. Hold on, let me turn my salo. I'm frying up some bacon fat now. So I wouldn't be able to use this during blackouts, but I can open the window for ventilation. I should be good. But I can still cook because I can just light it with like a lighter. I have gas, and then I can make my chicken for our plov.
Do the plov?
We'll make plov.
Cool.
Okay, so when you don't have, like, if you wake up, you have no electricity. What do you do?
Okay, this week I had few times such situations, and I just wake up, I see that no electricity, they will turn on it maybe 4 hours later, so I just take some food in the boxes and just drive to the office. Yeah, I couldn't get a shower at home, so at office I also didn't do it, I just do it in the evening, but sometimes this week I had a few days that I wake up in the morning, there is no electricity, and go back home and there is also no electricity in the evening, so I just go sleep and no electricity at all. In the morning and in the evening.
That's crazy.
Just maybe I will be lucky next day.
That's crazy. And what about like at your gym? Can you go there to shower?
I don't go to the gym now, but in the office I go, there is a shower, but I didn't use it yet.
Okay. But how does your office have power? Do they have a generator or what?
As far as I know, probably they have 2 lines at first, and they have a generator. So actually I don't know what are they using, or they have lines, different lines, or also generator, but I don't hear the generator's noise, so I don't know.
Okay.
But they have stable internet and stable electricity.
And it's like a big company, yeah?
Yeah, there were for a few thousand people.
Okay.
Places.
So here's the thing about Ukraine is, like, a lot of people ask, they said, like, I saw in the news, like, you know, people are in the cold without, you know, in the dark, and they ask, like, is it true? And it's true. Like, there's a lot of people who live outside the city center that don't work for a big company, and they are in the dark with like a wood stove. I think it's the only way to survive.
Electricity was turned on, so let me show you how this wood boiler looks like. So this is how it works, and you see that we have here pretty many woods, and it should be enough at least for 3-4 weeks during cold season. So usually we have -10, -15, -20 during the winter, and it really will consume a lot.
I'm lucky that I live in the city center in an old building that has gas ranges, so I can still cook. Our water is pumped differently. We don't have an elevator. So actually, the blackouts don't affect me that much, which is one reason why I came back, because I knew we would have central heating still, because it's just from the whole building. And whether I'm here or not, my apartment is heated. So it's like a waste if I'm not here. And then, but a lot of Ukrainians like to live in these new buildings, which during normal times is like a nice place to live.
Yeah, you know, now I read a lot of in chats where I live, that also some guys that are working IT technologies and this sphere, now they're dreaming to go somewhere in some village to find some house, maybe some cheap house, to buy for themselves Starlink, because actually in the city, in Kyiv, in the apartment, you cannot use Starlink.
Okay.
But in the village, you can put Starlink, you can buy a generator, and maybe to heat your house with woods or something.
I can imagine this being a quite nice life, living in the countryside with your family, your beautiful wife, chopping firewood to keep yourself warm, while you guys cook and make homemade food in the kitchen on a wood stove that also heats the house, being entirely off-grid, while having your Starlink set up outside to play your games or do your work. Imagine that, having a nice toasty, warm house to go back into with the food on the stove, while You sit outside and see like a complete boss with Starlink off grid, like this guy here.
So a lot of people know they are just talking and thinking about it. I don't know if somebody
will do it or not.
Will do it.
I think that'd be cool.
But it's
if you know someone who would do it, I want to go visit them and check it out.
Probably this winter. I believe some people will do it.
For real, yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, it's easy to find some woods to heat. And yeah, a lot of people ordered Starlinks, but they need to wait for some time when they will arrive to Ukraine.
Yeah.
And yeah, generators. Somebody already have it.
It's crazy. So
it'll be interesting winter.
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. Yeah. I feel really bad for the people who don't have these options. You know, there's a lot of people who don't have money, they don't have any options, so they're just cold, living in like some old house somewhere. But in general, like the closer you live to the city, the better chance you have of having a somewhat normal life. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. We'll adapt. I think at the end of the day, regardless of how bad it gets, I don't think Ukrainians will ever give up and say, "Oh, okay, Putin will."
Yeah, for sure. We'll adapt. And he will win.
Yeah, we'll win. Yes. With or without electricity, without Russia.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So as you can see, we have no electricity, but we have good company. We have homemade pie.
Yes, homemade.
No! It's a secret.
Yeah, of course.
With only the best money.
But actually, it's very cozy, guys. I'm not kidding you guys. I'd rather be here right now in the dark with these guys sitting here in Ukraine than be anywhere in the world.
Johnny, your hand, that's my leg, Johnny.
That's not my hand.
I will make you some slice of pie.
So today I had power. Here's my food and drinks out here. But we also have another air raid. And I would say a few months ago, people in Kyiv could have ignored them because they normally didn't target Kyiv. There was no military here. But now that they're targeting our electric grids, every time you hear it, you're like, how bad is it going to be today? Is it going to be just a scare, or is Russia unleashing 90 missiles? And did they get another shipment of drones, kamikaze drones from Iran? It's not instant. Like normally you hear them, the sirens go off anywhere between minutes or an hour before the actual damage is done. And for security, because they don't want Russia to know exactly what hit, they don't announce or tell anyone what was hit, and they encourage people not to share live what was hit. So normally I'm in the dark, just like you guys, for at least a few hours, if not a day. So besides looking around to see what flies over my head, it's kind of waiting and seeing if the electric goes off again because something gets damaged, or maybe the water, or the sewage, or the heating goes out. And life gets much worse.
Russian forces obliterated Ukraine's power grid, leaving a trail of darkness, destruction, and death.
We've just arrived on the scene of a Russian airstrike outside the center of Kyiv. We're told just narrowly missing a school, and this building beside it is an orphanage.
But it didn't miss this apartment building. A 17-year-old girl was among at least 4 dead. The strike was dangerously close to Europe's biggest nuclear power plant, the scene of repeated shelling.
And Ukraine's last 3 fully functional nuclear power plants had to be disconnected from the grid amid the attacks. And at the very same moment, the European Union voted to declare Russia a state sponsor of terror.